Hey guys, this is Frozen Things Studios here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I am finally going to be reviewing a movie that I have been waiting for, and that movie is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the sequel to Black Panther. Came out this year, and I just saw this movie today, and I actually just got home from watching it, and it stars Letitia Wright, Angela Bassett, Lupita Nyong'o, Dana Gurira, Tenoch Huerta, Dominic Throne, Martin Freeman, and some others. Basically, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever tells the story of T'Challa, who dies from a disease, and no, it's not really a spoiler, by the way. And yeah, of course, well, we have T'Challa's funeral, and then 1 year later, Wakanda is struggling to protect their kingdom from a lot of enemies who is plotting to steal the vibranium after knowing that the king is gone. They get called out by the UN for performing this poorly in their roles. And so yeah, when Namor, the villain of the movie, rises from the ocean to steal vibranium from Wakanda and start a war, while they'll go to war while still mourning the loss of T'Challa. So yeah, I'm sure everyone is familiar with the devastating death of T'Challa. Yeah, rest in peace, T'Challa. Like, I mean, a lot of actors have died from. A lot of actors that have died from getting old. I mean, today we lost Kevin Conroy, who is known for playing Batman in the animated film, but Chadwick Boseman's death is probably the most heartbreaking death ever, because who knew that Black Panther who knew that the child would die in his early 40s. Yeah, that is just sad. And yeah, so yeah, I was heartbroken by that. And so they decided to make the Black Panther sequel without the Chadwick Boseman, and that has caused a lot of divisiveness for a sequel, like divisive expectations. I was one of those people who said that no, at first I actually thought that this movie wasn't going to work, and even went as far as putting this as my least anticipated MCU movie, because I wasn't really sure what to expect. Like, I wasn't sure if making a Black Panther movie without Chadwick was a good idea. And then but then later on I realized that I was being too harsh to this movie. I think I started to give it a chance. I learned a few things later on. Yeah, I mean, they were intended to actually honor Chadwick Boseman, and they really worked hard and really worked hard in this. Ryan Coogler has said that while making this movie without Chadwick is the hardest thing he has ever done in his life, and everyone was so passionate about this film. And learning more about the Black Panther character, yeah, it's not Black T'Challa isn't the only person who wears the Black Panther suit. It's just that he's the definitive Black Panther, but there are other people who can wear the suit if they're worthy. The Chaka wore it. The Chaka wore the suit. Black Panther and T'Challa, and of course he passed it to someone else. I think y'all know who the Black Panther is, and I'm gonna talk about it later. And it's not a spoiler, honestly. I thought it was a spoiler. Yeah, but honestly, I don't think it's a spoiler, because it was pretty obvious. But so yeah, now let's talk about what I thought of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I got more hyped for it and hyped for it and hyped for it. But after seeing the film, I gotta say, this this movie was an absolute masterpiece. It was even better than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't expect to say this about the movie, but this is my favorite movie of the year. Yep, no joke. This is my number one favorite movie 2022. I didn't really expect. I did not even expect it. I didn't even think that this was going to be the best movie of the year because or even the best. I mean, I'm gonna say like the best MCU movie of the year because I love Doctor Strange, you know, in the multiverse of madness so much. I didn't think that that movie would be topped as the best MCU movie, but oh, it's like shockingly, this one actually managed to do the impossible. It even surpasses the first of Black Panther. Yeah, I there I said it. Like this movie literally does the impossible by actually making a movie without Chadwick Boseman and actually exceeding our expectations. This was absolutely incredible. Like what a masterpiece. This is also my second favorite MCU movie and second favorite superhero movie of all time. Second only behind the Spider-Man No Way Home. And considering that, you know, this that this is the final film in Phase Four. Yeah, when it's gonna be, I'm gonna miss Phase Four. I mean, I've been a long time a defender of Phase Four. I adore Phase Four to know, and I will never get the hate for Phase Four. Yeah, yeah. Despite having the average Miss Marvel and and two disasters, Iron Groot and She Hulk. Yeah, Phase Four ended on the highest note possible. I know there's some people who say that this is the best Phase Four movie, and I get that. I get why people say this is the what I understand that people would consider this as their favorite Phase Four movie, but in my opinion, I still prefer Spider-Man No Way Home, but because Spider-Man No Way Home is just special to me, but Black Panther Wakanda Forever is actually on par with Spider-Man No Way Home. It's literally on the same level, and yeah, I could not gush about this movie enough. I probably definitely should rewatch it again next week. I'm like to bring a group of friends with me to watch it a second time. So yeah, now let's talk about everything right about Black Panther. Why Wakanda Forever, and why is this movie a masterpiece? So yeah, First of all, the, let's sorry, my bad. I'm stuttering. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. This movie literally honors Chadwick Boseman. That's pretty much the main reason why this movie was amazing because it actually honors Chadwick Boseman. You can see that you can see that everyone is actually um mourning loss of T'Challa, and you don't see acting in them. You see like actual real emotions are put into them without actually acting. Yeah, because man, this movie actually knows how to bring the tears in me. This is the most emotional MC movie ever. You thought Endgame was emotional? Well, this one literally doubles down on the emotional moments that the Endgame had. Yeah, literally, from the first 5 minutes, the prologue and the MCU intro with showing all Chadwick, similar to Captain Marvel, where they showed the all Stanley to pay tribute to him. I already knew that the MCU logo would start would have a Chadwick all over it. Yeah, I cried in that funeral, and man, and yeah, and also yeah, this movie absolutely knows how the entire story is actually revolves around this quote that T'Challa says to Black Widow in Captain America Civil War, which yeah, I probably made the right choice to rewatch it as since that movie introduced Black Panther to the MCU. I remember T'Challa said in the movie that death is not the end. It's well I forgot the entire quote, but death is not the end. And well death is but in Captain America Civil War, if you remember, yeah, the Black Panther was passed on to T'Challa since his father died. And yeah, that was just yeah, that's what this whole movie revolves around. That one quote Chadwick said to T'Challa said to Black Widow in Captain America Civil War, and I thought they handled it perfectly. Yeah, I think making not I strongly defend the decision to not recast that T'Challa. I mean, people say that John David Washington would be a perfect T'Challa. I mean, he looks like T'Challa, but does he have the accent of? Can he make the accent that Wakanda will have? Like, can he do the accent that Chadwick would have? If John David Washington would nail the performance as T'Challa, he needs to like use the same accent that T'Challa had because it wouldn't be the same without that accent. And But yeah, actually, I'm passing on like like having the movie actually go forward with Chadwick's death and seeing like expanding more into Wakanda. I think they absolutely nailed it, and Yeah, especially like passing on the Black Panther. Well, the whole movie doesn't really have a Black Panther until the third act, but I get it. I get it because there's a lot going on. It mostly focuses on the Wakandas and the war between them and the water guys, which I keep forgetting the name of the army, but um name more armies technically. And yes, let's talk about Shuri as Black Panther because yeah, that's not a spoiler by the way. If you those people who thought that and made up the rumor that Shuri actually isn't really Black Panther are just a bunch of idiots. Shuri was clearly set to be Black Panther from the start. So I don't consider it a spoiler because we knew that Shuri was going to be Black Panther. Shuri is the sister to T'Challa, and you, you can clearly see Shuri as Black Panther. Even looking at the suit, you, you could clearly see that Shuri is Black Panther. They're trying to secretly advertise it, but they just don't want you to know, and that's actually kind of a brilliant marketing to do. I actually love the Shuri, and I might get some hate for this. No offense to the T'Challa's Black Panther. I think I still think he is the definitive Black Panther, but Shuri is probably my favorite Black Panther. Yeah. I would probably like want to see more of Shuri as Black Panther. I liked her as Black Panther more than T'Challa. In fact, this movie made me love Shuri more. I used to think that T'Challa is my favorite. Well, I guess sort of in a way, T'Challa is my favorite Black Panther character. Yeah, but in the entire Black Panther franchise, which by the way, this is now officially my favorite MCU franchise period. Yeah, I mean, even like surpassing the Avengers quadrilogy and the Spider-Man home trilogy. Yeah, because both movies are just perfection. Yeah, but this one, yeah. First of all, Shuri is a perfect fit for Black Panther. And throughout the movie, I think the reason why she wasn't really Black Panther is because the movie was building up to it. The movie was trying to build up Shuri's arc until she became until the third act where she actually decided to become the Black Panther. There's actually this one thing that actually made her really become the Black Panther, but that one is the biggest spoiler in the movie, so I cannot say anything. But I'll just say yeah that it's probably just as sad as T'Challa's death. Yeah, that was just as sad. But yeah, Shuri is as Black Panther is such a badass man, and also like her hairstyle when she like takes off her helmet we see her suit, man, she looks absolutely gorgeous, man. And yeah, she just kicks a lot of ass, and I can't wait to see her return in Secret Wars and I mean kind of Secret Wars. So I'm not sure about the Wakanda Forever series, the Wakanda series. I hope she'll be in it, but honestly, I don't know if that Wakanda series is actually necessary. It's probably my least anticipated of the MCU shows in my personal opinion. I just don't buy the idea of just the Wakanda series when we have this. I'm not sure about that. So yeah. But yeah. Shuri absolutely kicks a lot of ass. Let's talk about Ironheart. Ironheart was amazing. I do not get understand the hate for Ironheart. In fact, I'll go as far as saying that Ironheart is probably tied with Shuri as my favorite character in the movie. Yeah, she absolutely stole the show. Like, first of all, she's not a discount version of Iron Man. Like, she's like I'm not sure how they'll yeah but whatever. But of course, well, she's no Iron Man, but on her own, she's actually amazing. She's pretty much at the heart of the movie, and there's a lot of charm to her. She's actually hilarious. In fact, the humor in this movie is actually hit every single humor I actually laughed at. Like some of the best MC humor, and even though I like the Thor: Love and Thunder's jokes, I think this movie has better comedy than Thor: Love and Thunder. It was funnier, and in fact, and even if it was funnier, it knew that they had the correct timing for the humor, and the movie knows it's supposed to be a drama, a more serious and mature. But yeah, Ironheart is amazing. Really so much had a lot of charm to her. In fact, after seeing Ironheart this movie, I am even more hyped for Ironheart now. I think I feel like Ironheart is a show that's slept on. I think it's going to be an underrated MCU show because a lot of people I know are not excited for it, and I think I am personally. I think it's probably in my top five most anticipated MCU shows. I mean, we got Secret Wars, Marvel Zombies, Echo, Daredevil, Born Again. Yeah. So Ironheart is in my top five. Highly anticipated MCU shows, which yeah, I'll get to that soon. But yeah, loved Ironheart. I think yeah, well, and Namor. Namor was the fan favorite character in the movie, and I wouldn't go as far as saying he's the best character in the movie, but man, he is an amazing villain. Yeah, he's pretty much on the same level as Killmonger in the first movie. Which yeah, I actually have no I can't decide if I prefer Namor or Killmonger. I'm gonna have to decide, but I'll decide. But man, Namor is very compelling. Yeah, I actually missed the part where Namor explaining his character arc and what he's doing and the purpose of his character. I was buying a hot dog. And I knew I missed a scene because when I came back it was like um Namor like continuing it was like towards the end of Namor explaining his character arc to Shuri. So I definitely need to rewatch this movie hopefully next week. But yeah, Namor is such a badass. He's so powerful, and yeah, his arc is really good. And the actor who plays him, perfect casting choice. Angela Bassett gave the best performance of the cast for me. She is Oscar worthy. Yeah, she is absolutely Oscar worthy. She should get a Best Supporting Actress nomination. If she gets enough for Best Supporting Actress, then what's wrong with the Oscars? Like despite the first Black Panther getting Oscar nominations, this one I mean no, none of, I'm gonna say none of the cast of the first movie got nominated. Michael B. Jordan should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah, fingers crossed. Angela Bassett gets a Best Supporting Actress nomination for her powerful performance. I yeah, and if they don't nominate her, well, I don't know. Well, I'm hoping that this movie actually gets some nominations for just like the first film. This movie feels Oscar worthy as well. Like, I don't know if this movie will get a Best Picture nomination. I would love it too. To get a Best Picture nomination, but I'm sure this movie will get some Oscar nominations because I think it certainly deserves to. Nakia is the most underrated character of the movie. No one talks about her. I think yeah, I absolutely love the Nakia. She's like basically the Madeline Swan of the MCU now. She's become and Nakia is probably my my Black Panther crush. And this movie just kind of solidifies it for me. Even if Shuri and Ironheart both tie as my favorite character, Nakia is my second favorite. Yeah, no one's giving Lupita Nyong'o credit for her amazing performance as well, and yeah, despite this movie is a slow burn drama, like and more focused on storytelling, man. This movie feels absolutely big in scale. Yeah, this movie is massive in scale. It's epic. It's exciting, and it really gets you on the edge of your seat. The action scenes are absolutely intense. And so some of the best choreographed fight scenes for me. You know, specific. I mean, there's a bunch of small action scenes scattered, but there's I think I counted like three major action scenes. But there's like a bunch of small action scenes. That only last for a few seconds, but they're still awesome in a way. The score is just as good as the first film. The production design, costume designs, still as Oscar worthy as the first film. The visual effects are better than in the first movie. Yeah, yeah, even though I think the visual effects in the first movie are underrated. I don't think they're as bad as people say they are. Man, what's there to say? Yeah, and everything about this movie is just, yeah, it's perfect. In fact, I can't think of any flaws in the movie. I can't think of I cannot think of anything to nitpick about this movie. It's just perfect. Yeah, certainly one of my new favorite movies of all time. Right up there with Frozen 2, No Time to Die, and Spider-Man No Way Home. Just wow. Is there anything else to say? Oh yeah, and also the main crazy in the movie yeah, was fantastic. Top 10 post credit scenes, and I love how this movie actually doesn't set up Phase 5. It actually tries to conclude Phase 4 without relying on being a set up to Phase 5. I love that. And yeah, man, yeah. So overall, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is more than a worthy sequel to Black Panther. It absolutely honors Chadwick Boseman, but actually having a film like quality. It feels more like a regular movie than an MCU, and that's a good thing. It feels more like an average film, man. But not really average like in quality, but I mean like it's more of a movie than a superhero action film. Yeah. So with that said, yeah, this movie is it's so good, man. This is easily my and yeah, this is why Black Panther Wakanda Forever is my favorite movie of the year, and I didn't even expect this to be my favorite movie of the year, but but it's just that good. Yeah, I just love it. It's just such a masterpiece. Shuri is the best Black Panther carrier. Yeah, even more than than T'Challa is, and not to mention this movie has so much girl power. Yeah, I know. If you're a fan of female empowerment movies, you are absolutely going to be blown away by how they how they handle the girl power in this. There is so much, and I mean so much girl power in this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I am a supporter of girl power. Even if, despite my thoughts on She-Hulk and Captain Marvel, I am always a, supporter of girl power. So yeah, masterpiece. Yeah. With that said, I'm gonna give Black Panther: Wakanda Forever easily a 10 out of 10. In fact, I would have given this an infinity out of 10, but I'm not really ready to unleash a rating yet. So yeah, that's all for my review of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Yeah, even if you guys are not looking for this movie, trust me when I say you guys are going to be you guys could be surprised by this. So give this movie a chance to watch it with an open mind. Trust me when I say, yeah, I don't get the criticism for this movie. I'm hearing people say that this doesn't live up to the first movie. I think it surpasses the first movie in my opinion. I'm in the minority saying that this is better than the first movie. Yeah. So yeah, what is your opinion of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever? Do you agree with me that this is the best movie of the? Who agrees that Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the best movie of the year? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for MCU content throughout this month. Stay tuned for my ranking of all Phase 4 MCU movies. Just the movies, not the shows. And stay tuned for my Stay tuned for my ranking of all upcoming MCU movies, ranked by anticipation, and all MCU shows ranked by anticipation. So yeah, bye guys.